Alright, welcome folks. Second game tonight. We're deep into week 7. Going downhill now on the We Like Dota League Season 2. This is Noobs Noobs against Alter Ego. They both have pretty much a pretty similar win-loss ratio. I think they at least have 1 or 2 wins each. And so we got Sabone, Crimson Dreams, and Clyde Frog versus Cheese Whiz, Willpower, Dragon, Coach, and I Like Turtles. This is, I think this is the, just an issue with the professional thing, or like your pro settings or whatever. You can adjust that. Like, it kept having me as a cat on your keyboard for weeks, and it was annoying. So right off the bat, less gyro, silencer. I don't know if they just might have something to do with the last match. Double, 12-second global silence. I don't know. Banning out Bloodseeker, pretty standard there. First pick going Noobs. They pick Shaky. You gotta get some mobility on him and he'll be fine. Whether they have him as a roaming shaker or they're gonna keep him one lane remains to be seen. Roaming shaker seems to be the norm, but just the constant, he'll fall behind a little bit in his levels if he doesn't pick up any kills, but just the constant threat of having your back door closed on you, your escape route closed on you, makes you a little less aggressive in each lane respectively, especially the mid. Unless, of course, you're like, super ranged or something like that, like Quap, and you could blink around. In which case, go for it. Update my stream here. Alright, Maiden gets picked. Pretty standard. Maiden's been seen a lot more on the amateur circuit and a little bit on the pro circuit too. It's kind of situational. What I'm expecting to see with Eago is probably a lot more mana intensive carries and gankers and stuff like that. They'll be able to sustain themselves a lot better with her. And who's up next? So most likely, let's see, I'm guessing Willpower is going to take the Maiden, and Sabone's usually one of the carry, Dream's usually in the mid, Clyde Frog or Crimson might probably take their Shaky. A lot of thought going into the first few picks here. A lot of thought. Oh man, this is like the first, I think the second, maybe the second Chen, if not the first we've seen in this entire league. Alright, so defensive Chen with some split push action. Let's see if they can do it. Who's going to be taking that? Global heal. Extra damage on a single target. See how good someone is at microing. And we got Wind Ranger, possible mid. Possible off lane. With the roaming shaker, I'm thinking probably gonna be just a solo off lane. That leaves more options open for mid. Wind Ranger is really versatile. Yet she doesn't get banned out nearly as much. She's still a first tier pick. She almost always makes it through. But she just doesn't. There's so many others you have to ban first. It's like there's tier 1 and then there's like above tier 1, it's like negative tier 1 or something. You start going into the other end of the spectrum where people will, the picks that will just, like Wind Ranger, will just make it through regardless of the bans, most of the time anyway. So Quap doesn't make it through, which is good because I was kind of bringing that up, the fact that Quap is one of the few that can get away from a mid gank from unshaky. Not many others that can do that. Pudge can hang out. We're probably not going to see a Pudge here, but even if they were to do a Pudge in the mid, a little safer to gank from further away. Peel doesn't make. Okay, yeah, that's Eago kind of got forced to do that ban. It's almost like I brought up in the last game the fact that picking Shaky forces an extra ban from it's an obligatory ban on the other side. And they had to do it at the last minute. Danger Zone had to do it on their last ban because they still hadn't picked a hard carry yet. Just a matter of Yeah, so it's basically like it's one of those side benefits in the draft. The picking shaky earns you a free ban of something, and that kind of expands your draft options a little bit. It's mind games within mind games, huh? Welcome everybody. If you just came in, we are deep into this draft. Bristle doesn't make it through. I'm kind of surprised they did Bristle. Anti-Mage doesn't make it through either. I'm always Anti-Mage games always make me nervous because just the fact that he's just such a farmer, and you know he can farm so freely and easily. So yeah, Medusa gets through. It's gonna be with a global heal to back her up, and some disable from CM, and her mana shield's gonna be sustained a lot longer. She's gonna be hard to kill. She could do mid and not worry about shaky as much. She could do, I mean, make her safe lane incredibly easy. If that shaky's not going to be in the off lane against Eago's safe lane, then you pretty much have a problem with the Deuce is not going to die. Pretty much, as far as I can tell. There's some other picks open though. There's a few heroes that haven't gotten banned out, like Bounty Hunter. Gyro didn't make it. Bounty Hunter's up for grabs for ganks. You've got Tusk. Tusk is actually open. We've gotten this deep into it. I don't think Tusk got banned out in the last draft either. I don't think he made it through in the last draft either. Seeing some interesting picks in this game. I like this. And these guys are about the same. These guys are about the same skill level too. This is not going to be like a snowball match. So I'm really excited about this whole night. Like both groups, both matches are equally matched skill levels. I love it. So Nyx against two intelligence heroes now. Not going to be able to do much against Dusa. Not as much as he wants, but Maiden and Chen, especially Chen. Now Chen's got to have like a... Now Maiden's going to have to kind of stay nearby, or at least have a partner somewhat nearby. His split push is going to be really threatened by a solo Nyx, while he can pick up farm on his own. That's a really good counter pick. Shen is not beefy in any means whatsoever. If you can it's really tough to out micro when you got a Nyx hammering you too. You just really race against time. You mash the R, heal yourself up, try to get the pestilence, whatever the fuck it's called, test of faith, and then the penitence. As that's all. Hey, Tusk makes it through. All right, fuck yeah. So we got some backup on Nyx now. Now Nyx has his own problems to worry about. This is okay. So I brought this up last week, and feel free to, if you guys want to discuss in the chat or whatever. But I'm very okay, Lion. This is very intelligent. We're pretty squishy dudes so far. We have yet to see it. There's no big tanks on Noobs yet, and they have some decent tank on Eago. So they need a tank on Noobs, and they need a little more hard carry. Anyways, so this is a counter draft. Lots of counter picking. There's three types of patterns I've noticed. There's either the counter picking thing, which we're seeing here. There is a type, which we saw on Flora's Lava, where you have a certain basic idea of what kind of heroes you want to go in, and you ban counters to that, more specifically. And you also, so yeah, the last match was similar to this one. And there's two other kinds of drafts that I've seen. There's ones where you ban out almost exclusively roamers on one team, like Bloodseeker, Tusk, Bounty Hunter, maybe even throw a Riki in there, or Quap. And then there's then you also have you're banning specifically against carries, like you're banning out PL, AM. I'm seeing a little bit of this on the Eago side. They're banning out carries, and they were forced to ban out PL, so that kind of coincides with it. And meanwhile, Noobs as Noobs are deliberately counterpicking. So it's kind of like we're seeing two different types of. Oh, PA makes it through. There's 1, 2, 3 squishies that PA can knock out if she can dive in quick. The burst damage is just insane on Noobs. Their last game I recall casting, it was against the Pansies. I think they had a bye last week maybe, but they were all about counter initiation. So Noobs as Noobs love to counterpick. This is going to be a tough match. Deuce against PA, almost heads up. With Tusk backing him up. Zeus, the global power is pretty insane here. Global aura. Yeah, Tusk is going to have a dandy time roaming around. He's got he's got a global mana regen, so he can heal up on the go. You've got a global nuke and a global heal. I mean, what more could you ask for? All right. All right, so here we go. Alter Ego against Noobs Ask Noobs. For first off, we got Cheese Whiz on the Deuce, Willpower again on the Maiden. I called that one. I'm kind of proud of myself. Dragon on the Zeus, and Coach on the Chen, standing in. And I Like Turtles on the Tusk. Well, on Noobs Ask Noobs, you got Nyadneb on the Shaky. I think that's at least a second match on the Shaky. Sabone normally plays carry, so he's actually on the line. So we might see a more aggressive, a more item build on Sabone, a little more nuky. Definitely gonna see a Blink Dagger on him pretty quick. Crimson on the PA, Dreams and Windy. And Dreams on Windy, excuse me. Dreams and Windy on each other. Ah, the Dream. Anyway, and Clyde Frog on the Nyx. And yes, JT called that one in Twitch. Called Nyx, Clyde on Nyx. Alright, so here we go. We gonna see any smoke ganks? We might, yeah. Alter Egos. They play a little more aggressively, and Noobs Ask Noobs love counter initiation. They love, like, their match against the Pansies was all about counter initiation, counter picking, blinking. Like, this is their kill zone right here, right there. This is like their turf. You get in there, you better be fucking ready for them. All right, here we go. Oh, they're diving deep. No smoke required. They're diving in, and everybody just scatters. So this might be an easy pickup for. This might be an easy pickup for the Tusk. For I'm just gonna call you Turtles. For Turtles on the top rune, because everybody's down bottom. They're hoping for a gank, but they kind of blew their own cover. Most common thing is to just wrap around the other side, wrap around the bottom side. So all right, once again we're gonna see a 1-1 trade for runes. Very common in this league. 1 for 1.
The battle begins.
There we go. Oh, rotate. Oh, everybody's cutting through here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I could literally hear them probably saying that in their team speaker or whatever there it is. I can literally hear them yakking away with that kind of stuff. Oh yeah. Cheeks of Flappin isn't here, so Coach is standing in for Cheeks tonight. He usually plays. Cheeks usually plays support too. Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember now. It was. They still gave him a great game. Werfel still took him, but it was still a fantastic game. They held out really. They held out a lot longer than Worthwell was hoping for. It definitely wasn't a snowball. They earned that win for sure. Worthwell did. All right. I'm just keeping this open a little bit longer. Yeah, Sabone, Crimson Dreams, Clyde Frog, Turtles. No power, Cheese Whiz. All right, so we got a dual lane 2-1-2 against a solo up top and a tri lane. And he's gonna be a little more aggressive than he wants to be than normal because he's got that aura already. Willpower being a boss and getting a level 1 aura. I think. Did they have CM? Can someone look it up for me if they had? I'm pretty sure they had a CM last time, and it was up in the top lane, and they had a really rough lane. I think I recall that. Noobs Ask Noobs being up here. I think it was Cheeks was up on. Yeah, Cheeks was on the CM in the last match against Newts, and so they go for the aura for the first time, so it does get delayed, and we got all kinds of harass going on. Meanwhile, Jungle Chen taking it to town. What's he gonna get first? He's gonna get the Centaur. Doesn't pick up the Summoner. That's my personal fave. A little harder to micro, but way more fun. If you can't, oh yeah, I guess the solo. Yeah, there's great gank opportunities for noobs here. Meanwhile, we're gonna have a battle. 2-minute mark. Turtles grabs the bounty up top, and we got a invis down bottom. Yeah, and they might be trying to close the door. Look, oh god, no. Head to head in a back alley. But Snowball is going to get him past it. Nope. Diving in. Too much damage. He's just barely locked against the stairs. It's like, damn it. Oh, come on. It looks like I can get through. I could suck it in. You calling me fat? Jesus. Okay, first blood goes to Noobs. Mainly due to a fat joke. Dang it. You could have easily sucked that in. That's just insulting. So Dreams in. So that's the second mid Zeus we've had tonight. And we're gonna have an early bottle. Is he going for a Midas early? I mean, he doesn't have any regen aside from. I mean, he's got a clarity going, and he's got the level. He's still got a level 1 aura. But I mean, he's being pretty conservative. He's still getting plenty of last hits. He might be going an early Midas, or maybe an early, hell, even an early Ags. Who knows? And pretty much a stalemate up here. They went for a gank and they didn't get it. Pretty much saw it coming. Yeah, good ward here. They boarded the pole camp, but they had just, oh my god, just a sliver of vision. And it was just enough. And they saw Coach coming and he pulled back. They had this stun and everything. That's 2 disables. And a decent amount of damage. Yeah, they could have had him, but the lane was pushed up a little too far too. Yeah, and him rotating, still level 1. Needs to pick up at least level 3 to be really, really competitive in ganking. I mean, all you really need is a Fisher, but I mean, you start falling behind. We're already at 4 minutes. Dream's sort of keeping up with Dragon. Dragon's up by a couple hundred gold now, and he's gonna rotate immediately. Whoop, what's going on here? Yeah, Nim rotates to the bottom lane. Okay, their Nyx had to go back and get healed up. Clyde Frog had to go get healed, so Yadim's gonna like, okay, I'll take that XP. And oh wow, those ice shards are really starting to put some damage on Crimson. We're up level 3 ice shards now, level 2 still, soon to be level 3 probably. Yeah, Crimson's getting pounded. The thing is, he's doing a decent job of staying in range. He's at level 4, but I mean these guys are level 4 as well in a tri-lane that's rotating around. He's got to get closer to those creeps in order to. Got to at least get closer to those creeps to do what he needs to do. He can easily survive. I mean, even if Sabone has all of his stuns and everything, I mean, he could just snowball at some point and dodge a whole bunch of damage. And bouncing up there. Alter Egon, nice. Did you know that guy actually, Harold Ramis, he actually made like Groundhog Day and stuff? Pretty sweet dude. Pretty awesome, man. He's actually, yeah, I think he made Ghostbusters too. So, Crimson keeping up in the farm. Yeah, he's keeping up. But he's taking a pounding for it. Turtles really, really want, as soon as he gets 6, but he's kind of falling behind in the 6. I mean, I think Crimson, yeah, just barely. Okay, no, he's pretty close. He really, really wants it. Really wants it. Really wants it. Pretty much a stalemate in the mid. Oh, where'd Zeus go? Uh-oh. We got a Zeus on the loose. Okay, he's going back to base. At least I don't have to worry about Alina running around fucking taking out people in one shot and then I miss a kill. I'm very happy for that this game. Just a little harassed. Cheese Whiz still doing fine. He's falling behind in the last hits though. Needs to pick that up a little bit. I don't know if Clyde Frog, yeah, the not having the pull camp. I mean, it should be really easy to get last hits from range. You have 2 range harass. Yeah, just a little more last hit work necessary there. And just trading blows for blows here. Ult's up. And what we're waiting for is Turtles. He's like, oh, can we do it? And, oh, his ice shards are down. And this is going to bust his health a little bit. Okay, he's going to Magic Stick back up. And Magic Stick against PA in the mid is awesome. Or Magic Stick against PA or Bristle is awesome. 200 gold for a massive amount of free regen. Whoa, in the middle. Oh, they closed the door on Dragon, but no, he's going to take out 1. He might get 2. Yadnib. Oh, nice. The lightning takes him out. Cheese Whiz here to save the day. Not really, though. I mean, they all came to help out. Oh, the coach came in with his creeps, too. And Clyde Frog on the run. That's actually 3 for 1 because they got, yep. I missed, damn it, I was all ready for it and everything. But they beat me to it in the mid. A slight static show. Let me try and back up my mic here and see. Alright, so how are we doing so far? Brown boots for everybody except Sabone. And yeah, him. Fortunately, rotating around like that, very little for the last hit column and very little for the experience column. And it did backfire, so we're up 4-1 for Alter Ego. Grindy. Okay. Apologize for that. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can do anything right now to fix that. I'm gonna try static key. A couple adjustments. Other than that, it's not much I can do. I'll definitely get with me afterwards. I'll see if I can do a test. Alright, so willpower gets up to 5. Wow, this is a very... Yeah, it's going to have Arcane and 100 gold and almost got her ult. So this is looking pretty good for Eago right now. The Eago Raptors. As far as this is... Yeah, okay, I'm just about to bring up the fact that you hardly see anything because it's dark right now, but we just hit daytime. Double damage on the Chen at level 5. And pretty much ready to... He's almost ready to pop that global ult with... I mean, Turtles is like almost in a golden position here. He's almost heads up with Crimson right now. He's about to have backup. We're about to have a double global ult to back him up, in addition to massive damage. Doesn't have much for items for that, but... And here comes Sabone around the backside. He's going to run into Dragon first. And here comes Yadnip too. Diving on Crimson with the punch. Up he goes. Down he goes. Lands on Sabone. Oh, Jesus. There's the global ult combo again. Down goes 2. And that's 6-0 for Eago. So Noobs ask Noobs. Great draft and great counter picks, but they need to worry about... Yeah, this global ult thing is really becoming a problem. And the fact that their Shaker is slow and just big and slow right now. It's not working out well. Their Chen actually rotated all the way to the top lane with some heavy creeps for pushing. Yo, here comes the thunder. Sabone's in. He's gonna actually get some. He's gonna heal most of that damage back up. He's gonna get snowballed. Probably gonna get walrus punched. Yeah, he survives it. He should be able to hex down Turtles now, though. Dragon diving under the tower, and Coach also taking a lot of hits here. But there are creeps everywhere. You just can't. Yeah, there's so much to micro. Not quite able to get the disables that he needed, and everybody survives. Everybody survived that. So that's some valuable farm that... Oh, no, except for... except for you, buddy, except for you. So Crimson's actually isolated and in trouble here. They might be having to come back around. They're actually chasing over here. A Clyde Frog came in. A lot of damage. Snowball on him. Walrus Punch. Up to the... right in the dick. And he's might be enough to finish him off. He does... just not enough mana regen. He has Ice Shards, but it was just... back up a little bit late. And Turtle's coming back in. Man, being aggressive. Really aggressive. It's 4-on-1 though. They can do that. Yeah, they're trying to play a more traditional role with a very ganky lineup. This is like level 6 is just so massive for this team. I mean, so much more so than the others because everything's global and Turtles has so much gank power on a single target plus global backup. And the creeps, the creeps were actually, they're really low right now because they were tanking a lot of that tower damage on the dive. And you ate 2 hours ago, buddy. It ain't happening. Meanwhile, Dreams, this is one, I mean, you could have a ganky Wind Ranger, or you could have a continuous push Wind Ranger, but they're going to go ahead and try and get something for this, put a lot of pressure on this mid tower. It might even go down right now. Their TPs are, a lot of TPs on cooldown because they came in for a second round up top. Willpowered. Meanwhile, it's like, hey, you guys have fun. You guys just enjoy yourselves over there. I'll just be doing my thing over here. 9-1. Oh, 10-1. And almost a free pull on the creeps there. One of the side benefits of being Zeus is that a lot of times you can stack camps in the middle of a fight or something inadvertently, and also the ability to de-ward and such. Meanwhile, again, this is I got the Lena syndrome here. The burst damage so real that it's he's just able to knock people out right away. I pretty much have to keep my camera on Turtles now. And Crimson, let's see here. We're going up on a Wraith Band for extra stats, a little more survivability. Cheese Whiz already has Aquila, And Ring of Health, doing pretty good there, with plenty of regen. Yeah, and I'm still level 3. This is the problem with the Roaming Shaker. It can be very much a coin flip, and unfortunately it came up the other side for Yadnib. But he should be getting level 6 pretty quickly. Light Frog, pretty mobile right now. And they noticed Willpower has been standing alone in the lane for a while, but unfortunately it didn't pop Vendetta or anything now. It just came up, so Willpower actually in trouble here. He could have left. Willpower really could have gotten out of there a lot sooner. I think she's relying a little too much on this TP scroll. Here we go. Oh, here comes the cavalry. A lot of help coming. Counter gank action. Oh, there's the sentry and everything. He's like, come at me. He's actually beating him so far, and the snake starts bouncing off all the reinforcements before they do anything. Willpower just tanking like crazy. Pops Arcane just for fun. Light Frog now getting locked under the tower. Down he goes. And now come Cheese Whiz backing things up. Actually, I didn't even see that sentry. He was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. That was a complete counter wipe right there. Woo! Noobs ass noobs, usually not the aggressors being really overextending their welcome. Dusa, no, she does not actually. She just has the fact, just a little bit of defensive stats more than anything. Attack speed up by 15. That's it.
Dire structures are fortified.
All right, so we have obviously Noobs Ass Noobs have plenty of room to come back. They have come back from. It was about this point that Noobs Ass Noobs started coming back. I think it was Cannonballs, but basically what I'm getting at is that there's still plenty of room to come back. Hang on a second. What is this? Why you no press enter? Oh, whatever. Anyways, trying to talk on the Twitch chat and it's not working. Anyways, whoa. Meanwhile, Dreams gets the airlift over here. Ooh, this is kind of cool. I gotta. Yeah. Oh no! Don't do that. Yeah, there we go. Airlifted. Jesus Christ. Gonna screenshot that. Alright, so meanwhile the rest of the guys are just having a party over here. Like, hey, see the game last night? Broncos won. Alright, so unfortunately doing this, I keep clicking on something new while I'm trying to rotate the damn camera. Meanwhile, in the air, yep, still got that going for us. There's still, I didn't quite dive on the tier 2. Fortunately, Sabone is in kind of the same boat that Yadnib is now, with nothing but a magic stick and no stats, no boost whatsoever to his name. Kind of easy targets for a vastly... Like, this is... We were talking about this in the last game, that this current meta is very reliant on Snowball. I mean, not just Tusk and the Snowball ability, but just the fact that there are so many heroes that are Storm Spirit, you know, relying on the Storm Spirit with the Bloodstone, Quap, Tusk, a lot of divers and gankers, heavy and even pro games, you know. And counter initiation is so big on against that. And down he goes. All right, so now the question is, are they going to overextend? Are they going to overdo this? Because there's still plenty of room to come back. I mean, we're not that far behind. I mean, 16-1 sounds really bad, but just a couple kills. These players are worth so much now. Just getting one kill is worth a lot, but not when it's 1-on-4. Clydefar getting isolated, and down he goes once more. Chen taking the kill on that one with his Hadouken, and unfortunately that creep's going to go down. Now Crimson desperately trying to get some farm at level 7. We're getting Wraithband done just for a extra stat thing to boost things up for now. Try to stay competitive. Sabone unfortunately going to get caught too. No items with which to tank, and down he goes too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And a Sage's Mask? Okay, I'm not sure why that is. Oh, Vlad's? Oh, it might be building into a late Vlad's.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And there goes the tier 1 mid. They still have 2 more tier 2 towers to defend. But the thing is, they've got to group up for this. So right now it's like 3-on-3. It could be 3-on-5 if they wanted it, or at least 3-on-4 while their PA farms.
Under attack.
They are making some space up top. As long as they just keep 5-manning, yeah. Okay, there goes Dreams once again. They keep getting isolated. This is so unlike them. They're very usually a lot better at this. Down goes Sabone, and they Fisher. It's cool when you see it on a couple of weeks ago. We saw some pretty, like some candy canes and some dicks drawn with the Fisher Ice Shard combo on opposite teams too. Just happened to come out that way. Well, you got to ask yourself, what can you do at this point? 15, literally up by a 1,500 gold per, 1,000 gold per minute at this rate, and it's just increasing. There's literally no stats. I mean, you have to group up. You just have to. I mean, they're trying to defend. They're forfeiting the tier 2 to defend the tier 3 just to get everybody grouped up. And they're just trying to give space to Crimson. They've actually got a decent amount of worth. I think he just missed that. And speaking of just missed it, Dream's going to catch turtles, but right now he's got so much. He actually doesn't have any stats other than the Shadow Blade. And there's the ult, another global ult right there. And it's going to take out 3 more, 23-1, and we're getting way out of control now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, you don't. I'm not doing that. Yeah, good game call. Okay, thank you. Mercifully, Crimson calls good game at 16 minutes. I mean, you can't help but do that, but it was positioning just kept on positioning just kept on going in their favor. Nicely done by Alter Ego. They really picking things up by their bootstraps here. They the global combo, it actually worked out pretty well. Worked out really well. Some good. I mean, everything really just came together at level 6. The snowball combo, turtles being able to the regen. I mean, the synergy is fantastic. In addition to the counter picks, so I have to give the MVP for this one. I have to give to Clyde Frog. Wait, actually, Clyde Frog, their captain. I'd like to know who their captain is. I'll have to look it up, but MVP for the counter picks. That also synergized really well at level 6. It was fantastic. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. And that does it for tonight. I might even try to sneak in a pubcast that a friend of a friend offered, and I'll see if I can get that in. And I'll put these on YouTube as quick as I can. Thanks, guys.